I did some settings, some voodoo magic, and then I unplugged my router, plugged it back in after 2 minutes, and I doubled my upload speed after doing another speed test. And now we are not dropping any frames. Amazing. I am live on Kick, I am live on YouTube. 0 frames dropped. Yo. I'm a wizard. Amazing, guys. Alrighty. Let's do it. Great stuff, dude.
Toy Story.
We were messing around with my little sister's camera and we just found something like...
Alright.
It's weird. It's weird. Okay.
It's a normal Tuesday in October, around 6 p.m., when a young girl takes out her camera to record her new toy collection and talk about her day. What happens next is downright chilling.
I'm gonna do a few of these.
I'm going to show you my Skibbity toilet collection.
So don't mind my face.
Today. We went to a toy store and they had...
What happened? Dude, it's spooky already. What happened, little grill? Where did you go?
Toy Story.
We were messing around with my little sister's camera and we just found something like...
Oh, don't you love it if stuff works, man?
It's weird. It's weird. Okay.
It's a normal Tuesday in October, around 6 p.m., when a young girl takes out her camera to record her new toy collection and talk about her day. What happens next is downright chilling.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my Skibbity toilet collection that I just got today. We went to a toy store and they had all of these things like this cameraman, these
what a cutie
action figures, this big Skibbity toilet.
She's vlogging. She's like 6 years old or something and vlogging.
I saw my friend the other day and we went on a walk and we also got ice cream that day and I'm having a lot of fun.
She looks like my sister, dude. Something happened. What the fuck? What the fuck? The music, man. The music that got edited in got me goosebumps. Oh, she got scared. What happened? Wait, what?
The little girl looks up and seems frozen in fear as she stares at something that we can't see. She stares motionless for over 20 seconds and then gets up and hurries out of the room. The camera continues to record and captures something that seems to follow her.
Wow.
Later, the little girl's older sister, Charity Lewis,
Someone was in the
camera's
room.
footage and finds this strange recording completely by accident.
Wow.
Charity shares the clip on Instagram and says that before viewing this video,
Did you see that
she
shit?
had no idea that her little sister had experienced anything strange. To this day, the recording remains a mystery.
There. Legs.
Up on the housetop,
Wow, I got
an urban explorer checks out a group of small abandoned buildings in the middle of nowhere, deep
Is the
in
quality
woods of
good?
Poland.
I think so, right?
Eventually, it gets too dark to explore, and he decides to leave. But hanging around till after dark seems to have been a terrible mistake.
Okay.
Someone can be seen chasing the now panicking urban explorer, and whoever it is seems to have come from right off the goddamn roof. The urban explorer runs off into the woods to escape, but whoever this strange person is now seems to be following him.
Is that a mask? Wait, which flashlight is this? From him? Yeah, he's doing the flashlight.
Thankfully, the urban explorer makes it home safe and shares his footage on YouTube. A curious viewer points out just how pale the unknown stranger seems to be.
It's a
Another
mask,
viewer
dude.
claims that they too have visited the abandoned buildings and that they also saw this same creepy man. Either way, this strange guy swooping down from the roof to chase the urban explorer away is truly creepy, and it seems like something right out of a horror movie.
Spooky, dude.
Cave Crisis. Alex Cantrell from the YouTube channel Underground
Would you
Explorers
run?
is invited to explore a cave
I
on
mean,
his
you got the
friend's
light.
ranch
He's
in
coming for
Texas.
you. I would just
The
fight
cave
him.
is partially submerged in water, making it very difficult to enter and explore. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that this video is not exactly anything
I can't watch this, dude. Oh
but
my
it is
god.
very scary and 100% real.
I get
It's
giga
especially scary
claustrophobic.
if
Like,
you're even the
holy
slightest
shit.
bit claustrophobic.
Oh my
Now,
god, I'm
in
so
accordance with
claustrophobic.
YouTube guidelines, I want to stress.
I picked up all
no
the
one was
phobias
seriously
once
injured
I
in this
was
video. The following footage
grown
was
up.
recorded by a professional cave diver. Do not attempt to do this yourself.
I got
Alright,
like extreme fear of
Alex is
heights
joined
and
by a few of his friends
stuff
as they
like this.
begin to explore the
like
frightfully
caves.
small
Oh my
cave.
god, forget it, dude.
Alright, who's got the oxygen meter? I don't see that. Look at this. We got an oxygen meter now? So people won't be mad at me? So what all does that show? Carbon monoxide?
Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, and low oxygen.
Cool.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So,
We got the Action Adventure twins here helping us out. Because you guys were like, Matt, check the oxygen. Oh, danger levels,
breathe
huh?
on it a little bit.
Danger,
Danger,
danger.
danger.
And it's waterproof?
It is, but I don't think
better
it's
be.
gonna work too well if like the little intakes
Yeah,
get
that
clogged
makes
with
sense.
water.
It's gonna be hard to keep that thing out of the water.
Alright guys, we have made it out to
This combination, you can never get me in here. Never.
Wait, is it beeping already?
Water and cave, forget it.
dunked it underwater.
I told you.
So, you know, I don't think this is gonna give us the accurate Probably not accurate.
Or the entire cave has bad air.
It might. Get into it.
Holy shit. Oh my god, look at this. Wow, I'm getting vertigo.
As they work their way deeper and deeper into the cave, the passageway becomes smaller and more claustrophobic. Eventually, there is barely even room to breathe above the murky water. This is when the exploration goes horribly wrong.
I love that they're saying this is intense.
Yeah.
That makes me feel
I'm gonna put on subtitles.
good because I was scared in here and I'm like, what if these guys just come in and they're like, oh, this is a piece of cake. Let's climb it.
No, this is a little rough.
Yeah.
I feel the rope on my foot.
Do I have captions?
So much water in my ears. Yeah, same. Oh man. Water in my eyes.
Check, check.
Snorkel would be nice right by now. Yeah. I got so much water in my nose. Good times. Good times. What? Yeah, don't look for him. Does it really go further? Is he under? Oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. I can just barely hear right here. So loud. The echo. This is the waiting area. I'm glad I didn't go in there and wait. Are you going, Jacob? Oh, he just bailed.
What? Dude, you start panicking here. Death sentence. Yeah. You know, like how there's some stuff you know you're just never gonna do in your life?
Alex's friend and fellow cave explorer Jacob is a little further ahead in a part of the cave that is so submerged that there's barely room to breathe. As he ducks under the murky water, Jacob becomes confused and panics, breathing in a mouthful of the dirty water. In a terrified frenzy, he tries to back out of the cave as fast as he can, but he slams into Alex, dragging him underwater too.
And
Luckily, the two guys make it out safely, with only a few scratches to remind them of the terrifying incident.
oh, he's bleeding from
This
his head.
video once again goes to show that sometimes people, even your own friends, can be much scarier and more dangerous than anything paranormal.
Oh, he hit himself actually
And I
really
don't know
hard.
about you, but just watching
Getting
him in
slammed.
that cramped little tunnel gave me the heebie-jeebies.
I got heebie-jeebies, dude. What the fuck?
Now, you can watch this entire exciting cave exploration and many more over on the YouTube channel, Underground Explorers. Knock, knock. Late one night, a group of friends decide to film themselves taking a spooky dare at a local school that is said to be haunted. The story goes that if you go around to the back of the school and knock on the nurse's office door, someone or something will knock back.
Go! Just knock on it, knock. No, go. Knock harder. Let him know. Let him.
A sudden loud scream sends the girls running in terror.
Let him.
Now, unfortunately, the original creator of this video has basically disappeared off the internet.
Yo, you know
So
this
for now,
whistle?
whatever
It's
happened
called like a
next
death whistle or
remains a
something.
mystery.
I wanna get one.
The thing
It sounds
in the
horrible,
tunnel.
dude.
Nuke's Top 5 viewer Sophie reached out to us about a very creepy video that her friend Laura recorded in an abandoned railway tunnel in Hassel, Germany. The tunnel was built in 1890 and it was used extensively by German troops during World War II. So, while on a weekend trip, Laura checks out the historic old abandoned rail tunnel. She's recording with her phone when she captures what is maybe one of the weirdest clips I've ever seen. Check it out.
What? Did you see it, dude?
Something pale and thin can be seen rising up from the tracks in front of Laura. on
What the
looks
fuck?
like a thin little arm. As for Laura, she gets one look at the disturbing thing and just turns and makes a run for it.
No, dude, why don't you
Now,
film
watching
it?
this clip over and over, I honestly have no idea what this is.
What the fuck?
It looks like maybe a hairless torso with two skinny arms, getting up in a very unnatural way. Maybe it's an animal, maybe it's a Very weird looking person. I just don't know. So you tell me what you think this is down in the comments. Open house. Reddit user / realtor Sandra is recording a tour of a 1960s bungalow-style home to show prospective buyers.
What's
Sandra's
bungalow?
filming at night in order to showcase the house's interior lighting. But it's starting to get a bit late at the creepy little cottage, and things are about to get weird.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this beautiful vintage 1962. Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow.
What?
Go ahead, do it again. You're on camera. Open this door. Go ahead, open this door. Open this door like you did the other one. Come on, just move the glass or something.
Wait, did the glass move?
Go ahead, do it again. I'm not scared.
Oh, the sound! Oh my god, it's killing me! What the fuck?
A door suddenly swings open on its own and Sandra
What
is
the fuck was that,
spooked.
dude?
But she gathers her courage and rushes out to see what's going on. A glass of water sitting on top of the
Look,
fireplace.
it's moving.
shifts
I
and
knew it. I saw it
slowly
moving.
moves as if it's being pushed by some invisible force. But things get even crazier as a smoke detector suddenly starts to beep before crashing violently to the floor.
What
With
the
that,
fuck?
Sandra has had enough and just gets out of there. But there's also something else that is very creepy in this video. Something that only a few viewers even notice. So again I ask, did you see it? Right before the door moves, a face in the picture right beside Sandra seems to slowly darken. And then the creepy little shadow fades away just as the door swings open.
Wow, I got
Sandra says that
goosebumps. This
she's
is
experienced
fake, man.
several unexplained paranormal events in this home.
Yeah,
But this
yo,
was
look
the
at
first
it.
time that she finally captured it on camera.
That's just fake.
Ride of a lifetime.
It's too good. When it's too good, it's fake.
Gustavo Alcaraz from Mazatlan, Mexico.
Oh, I remember this one.
His 10th birthday with his family in a small
This is a
amusement
recap
park. After
of all the
gathering his courage,
spookness
the young boy
of
goes on a roller
2024.
coaster for the very first
I remember
time.
we watched this one
Total
together.
of 8 people get on the roller coaster, all Gustavo's family.
Sometimes in
His proud
summer.
mother sits in the front and records a video of Gustavo's first roller coaster ride. But her camera catches something that Gustavo and his family simply can't explain. Something truly chilling.
Dani.
¡Ay, mamá, me da miedo! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Ay, me da miedo! ¡Oh, tu roña! ¿Otra vez?
Sí, son 3 vueltas, son 5 o 6 vueltas.
¡Está bien recio!
Abajo no, abajo, en la parte de abajo no.
¡Que no se cae!
No.
There's like an actual person in there with shadow and everything, reflection.
Otra.
¡Ay, se no le da recio!
Y fue el señor que se iba, güey. Así es el juego aquí.
¡Mira un brincolín!
¿Cuál?
¡Ay! ¡Ay, aquí donde va! ¡Me da miedo!
And he's gone.
You see, none of Gustavo's family got in the last cart on the roller coaster, and it's empty for most of the ride. But during the second lap, someone or something seems to appear out of thin air.
I don't know, dude.
The figure is hardly noticeable at first, but then it seems to transform into a solid person, seemingly wearing all black and sitting all alone.
It's a real
Now, the
person though,
roller
he has
coaster
reflections
has
and
not stopped
everything.
a single time to allow for a person to get on or off. So just who or what is this? Now what makes this capture even creepier is that years ago, 2 people lost their lives on a larger roller coaster that stood on the same land. After the tragic accident, that roller coaster was condemned and dismantled. It was replaced by this smaller, safer, family-friendly ride. So could this be the spirit of one of the victims of the older roller coaster accident? Are they doomed to loop this track over and over? Let me know what you think. Hanako-san. A group of friends at a high school in Japan hear crying coming from the restroom during their lunch break. Now in Japan there is a famous legend of a girl named Hanako-san. This young girl's spirit is said to haunt restrooms in schools across Japan. The group moves in, all of them a bit hesitant to investigate the source of the creepy sound.
Look at the
Needless to
toilets, dude.
say, it did not go well.
That's barbaric, man. It's bright daylight, just look. Hysteria. Whoa, what the fuck, dude?
The girls are just about to leave until they suddenly hear a loud bang and go back for a look. The horrifying, distorted face of a young girl can be seen inside one of the
What the
restroom stalls.
fuck?
The group runs in fear, and the video cuts.
I
Now,
got scared, man.
unfortunately,
Fuck my
there's
heart.
no source to be found for this video. It appeared on the internet as mysteriously as the Japanese legend. So did the girls capture evidence of Hanako-san? Or is it all
Oh
just
my
an
god.
elaborate hoax? You decide.
Oh my god, look at her eyes.
Scary videos. Jason Barber from Salisbury, North Carolina comes home from work and he gets the unexpected scare of a lifetime.
Holy shit.
A big angry snake is hiding around the edges of Jason's front door and lunges out in an attempt to bite him. Luckily for Jason, the bite was a miss and the snake is actually a non-poisonous black rat snake. But something to be learned from this. If you walk up and your cat is just staring at the door and meowing for no reason, maybe take a closer look before you just head in.
And the cat runs, dude. Look at the cat.
In another clip, a man and woman have a similar scary encounter.
What is it?
The couple pulls out an old step
That's
stool
another
and
snake.
is shocked to find a large snake hiding under a box right in front of it. They make a run for it with their puppy following close behind. But the puppy is not gonna let the snake have his toy. So he just runs back in and yoinks it away. Snake or not, nothing is getting his favorite toy.
Nice.
While you are sleeping, it's 3 in the morning in Erie, Pennsylvania, and Jorge Cruz and his family are all fast asleep in bed. Suddenly, their bedroom door slams shut. Now, Jorge is woken up by the sound, but doesn't think much of it and goes back to sleep. But the next day, he begins to wonder what could have caused the door to slam. He checks their baby monitor footage, and what he finds makes his blood run cold.
What? What the fuck? There was an orb? A door slam? Footsteps? Shadow moving the toy? I mean... Oh, okay, bro. That's too obvious, man. It's too fake.
Loud banging can be heard before the bedroom door slams shut. Then a dark shadow-like figure can be seen creeping up the bottom of the baby's crib.
How do you...
Watching the child sleep.
How do you do this, though?
Seems to reach over toward the child, even moving around a stuffed animal. Then it simply disappears into thin air.
How would you
Jorge
edit?
says that he feels the entity might be a dark presence in his
Something
home.
like this.
So did the family capture a paranormal entity on camera? Let me know what you think. Apartment tour gone wrong.
I'm walking for
A realtor
85
from
minutes
Lansing,
already.
South Carolina is giving a tour of a brand new luxury apartment to an
Getting kind of
interested
hot.
couple. Then it goes terribly wrong.
I walked an hour today, so that's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that would help me actually.
So far, every day I've been walking like 2 hours for a week now.
Yeah. Is that closet?
That's washer dryer hookups.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, sorry, I kicked you. You, like, there's a person in there.
It's water. I think I remember watching this one as well. Yeah.
The woman touring the apartment heads alone into the back bedroom and checks out the closet. But surprise, because there's just some weird dude hiding in there. Understandably, she kind of freaks out and runs out of the room and warns the others. The realtor is shocked, and after
He's just chilling on the ground.
Herself, she just says, okay, we're gonna go.
You, like, there's a person in there. There's a person in there?
Call 911 immediately.
Now, it bears repeating that these are brand new luxury apartments in a guarded community, so it seems odd that a squatter could even get in there. But
Squatter? What did I say, squatter?
An apartment and a guy just popped out of the closet.
Yeah, but I mean that's your number one goal, right? Guarded community.
Chillicothe, Ohio, is the Schrader Road Tunnel. Built underneath a set of railroad tracks in 1927, the old road tunnel is said to be extremely haunted. The story goes that long ago a woman was carrying her baby while walking along the train tracks late at night. The two were hit by an oncoming train. It is said that her ghost and the ghost of her baby haunt the Schrader Road Tunnel. Many people who have traveled through the tunnel report that they have seen the ghostly figure of a woman holding her baby. Others report hearing odd, unexplained wails and moans. Because of this, locals started referring to the Schrader Tunnel by a very different and much creepier name, the Crybaby Tunnel. So, Levi Woodruff is intrigued by the spooky stories and sets out to explore the Crybaby Tunnel late one night. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
So I've been down in here in a place called Crybaby's Tunnel. It's a place that's local around my area. And they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here. There's something dead right there. Bro, there's something dead right there.
What the fuck? Wait, she got hit by the train and then her body was dumped? What?
It's a dead deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there?
Did the baby crying, dude?
Hello? Right.
Oh my god, I got chills, dude.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
No, dude.
Darkness of the tunnel with nothing but a flashlight, Levi suddenly hears the disturbing cries of a baby. Familiar
It sounded
with the
very
spooky stories
real.
about the tunnel, Levi
If they
makes a
fake
run
it,
for
they would have to have like a
So
tape
could these
playing a
cries
baby
belong to
cry,
the
because you
spirit
can't
of the
just
baby that tragically passed away at the
get a
creepy
baby
old
there and
railroad
make it
tunnel?
cry. That's
And is the
inhumane,
ghost
right?
of the baby's mother also
I mean,
inside,
who knows?
just waiting for someone to come in.
Yeah, listen to this. It sounds like 3D, you know what I mean? Like real.
Hell no.
In a flash,
His reaction is so good.
Man, that makes so clear too. That bitch a girl. You want that bitch? That's your ass. Hey man, what you do?
sometimes a very silly moment turns scary in an instant. Two guys are just goofing around, but then, like a bolt out of the blue, fun time is over.
I'll do some pranks on people, boy. Pick it up.
A sudden, very close lightning strike rips through the clouds and scares the living out of them, sending them running inside in terror.
Pick it up.
Antoine's restaurant. Isabel Riley recently told a very creepy story online and followed it up with one of the creepiest pictures you'll ever see.
I need to tell you guys about the most insane evidence that I have ever seen of a ghost existing. Backstory. I was at a company get-together with my CEOs, my coworkers, and one of the owners of the company. We've all looked at us and was like, hey, do you guys want to see a ghost picture? Immediately, yes. He begins to tell us that he was in New Orleans at a restaurant called Antoine's. New Orleans, first of all, super haunted city. If you know, you know. And Antoine's is one of the oldest restaurants in the city, one of the oldest restaurants, I believe, in America. It has a lot of history. It used to be a jail. It is a really well-established place, has been around
Wow,
forever.
they go back to horse
So he's dining at
carriage
this restaurant,
times. That's
and he's
crazy.
offered a tour of the wine cellar. The wine cellar is huge, has thousands of bottles of wine, probably worth millions of dollars. So he's taking a tour of the wine cellar, he's taking pictures. There's this guy in the wine cellar on a laptop who is apparently at auction buying more rare wine for the collection.
He's on eBay.
My CEO takes pictures of this guy on his laptop, doesn't think anything of it, he doesn't see anything, leaves the restaurant, calls it a day. The next morning, he's looking through the photos and notices something. So this is the first picture that he showed me from the wine cellar. You can see this guy who is on his laptop at auction doing whatever. And here is the next picture that he took.
Okay.
So we all see that. That is a full body apparition. It looks like a woman in this like black Victorian dress. And when I was showed this, I genuinely had full body chills.
So just who could the creepy alleged ghost woman dressed all
I
in
mean,
black
we're
in
watching a
photo
video
be?
of a
For that, we
photo,
go into
so
the history of the restaurant. Antoine Alciatore opened his restaurant all the way back in 1840. Then in 1875, Antoine passed away when he was only 55 years old. When he died, he left his wife Julie in charge of the restaurant. So could this be Julie's spirit still looking over the restaurant from beyond the grave? Well, let me know what you think. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. This next video was recorded by a man named Javier from Argentina. Javier says that he was worried about his friend Antonio, as he hadn't heard from him in a while. So he drives over to Antonio's house to check up on his friend. Javier bangs on the front door. No one answers. He calls out Antonio's name. Again, no answer. So Javier climbs over the wall into Antonio's backyard and goes to the back door of the house. For some reason, the door is open. Fearing the worst, Javier goes inside to investigate. What happens next is downright chilling.
okay, it's a clean setup.
Antonio! Good. Toño, soy yo. Javier.
How about switch on the light?
Loco. Soy Javier, boludo. Che, loco, ¿sos vos?
It's his phone light, right?
Vine a ver qué onda, ¿cómo andás? ¿Estás bien? Che, loco, si yo vos salí. ¿Escuchan eso?
Javier doesn't know what is going on, and he doesn't want any part of it. He decides to just leave the house and call the police. But just as he's about to exit, he hears a strange sound from somewhere behind him. The next 30 seconds are like something right out of a nightmare.
Turn on the goddamn light, dude. What the fuck?
Did you see it? A door swings open by itself and someone or something with glowing eyes seems to peek over the upper glass of the door.
Oh,
7
shit.
feet in the air. Javier has had about enough and just makes a run for it. He says that whoever or whatever this was, it certainly was not his friend Antonio. After calling the police over to the residence, Javier learns that his friend has tragically passed away inside the house, just behind that door that he couldn't open.
What?
Javier is so upset and confused by the whole ordeal that he just can't let it go. He decides to return to Antonio's house in search of answers. It did not go well.
What the fuck?
Esta es la pieza. Mierda. Una laucha. Da un poco de escalofrío estar acá, se siente una carga un poco pesada, qué sé yo. Qué mierda. La linterna. ¿Qué pasó? Mierda.
This is black box.
¡Hey! ¿Quién anda ahí? Mierda.
It's the same door, right?
¡Hola! ¿Qué mierda anda ahí la concha de su madre? ¡Hey!
And with that, Javier is done. He leaves the house, and to this day, he claims that he has no explanation for what happened inside.
What the fuck, dude?
There's something in the basement. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Oliver reached out to me about a video he captured in his home in Twin Falls, Idaho. In his email, Oliver says that he recorded a video for his friends with plans to hold a sleepover that same night. In his video, he shows his basement and where he and his friends will be sleeping. But what happens next is literally like something from a nightmare.
Hold on, guys. I have to sit down. Wow, that was a good workout today. We just do the thing. What the hell?
As Oliver looks inside the bedroom, he sees a tall, dark figure standing inside the room. Startled by the creepy apparition, Oliver stumbles back before turning on the lights and taking another look. But whatever was standing there seems to have just disappeared. What makes this footage even creepier is that when slowed down, it becomes clear that whoever or whatever this is seems to be wearing a hat. So if you don't know,
creepy.
across the world, countless people have reported seeing a being known as the, quote, Hat Man. Although
No
some
shit.
claim to have seen the apparition while fully awake, the Hat Man is known to terrorize victims of sleep paralysis. I asked Oliver if he had ever experienced sleep paralysis in his life, and he explained that he actually did. But
Dude, I
only
had
when he
sleep
was a
paralysis
child.
a few
So
times.
could Oliver have actually captured proof of the Hat Man's existence?
Like 2 or 3 times I can remember of.
Hell,
Horrific
or high
feeling.
water. Back in August 2021, an unexpected flash flood swept through downtown Omaha, Nebraska. At around 10 p.m., Tony Liu and his 2 friends are relaxing in his apartment and watching the weather reports about the flood. They decide to take the elevator down to have a look at the flooded city streets for themselves. It was a very bad idea.
Let me see your best moose impression. Swimming in the water. Okay, can you please just hurry? Okay, thank you.
That's so scary. I was in multiple situations like this
Tony and his friends didn't realize, but the lower levels
back
of the
then
apartment
when I
building
was a
were
child,
completely flooded with disgusting sewer water. As
and
the
that's how
elevator reaches the
my
lobby, water pours inside, causing the
cousin's
elevator to
grandparents
malfunction
died.
and trap them inside with the rising water.
It was terrible. Big floods in my country.
When I kind of, okay, like, I could possibly die in here.
The water continues to flood in, filling the elevator to the point that the 3 friends can barely keep their
May they
head
rest in peace,
above the
man.
water. Tony is
Such good
panicked
people.
and makes an emergency phone call to his roommate, Dalen Stapp, and the roommate hurries downstairs to try to help his trapped
My cousin's
friends.
his grandpa had a stroke,
I'm gonna die in here
so he
if you
couldn't
guys don't come
move easily, and
try to do
then
something.
they couldn't evacuate the house.
Into about shoulder deep
And
water
his
and just
wife
tried pulling it apart with everything.
just stick with him, and they both died, drowned.
Could have been fatal.
Tony's roommate Dalen finally manages to pry open the flooded elevator doors to free his friends from what could have been their watery grave.
This is
Luckily,
insane,
they
dude.
all escape and swim to safety without so much as a scratch.
In an elevator like this,
Not
holy
surprisingly,
shit.
Tony Liu says that this was the scariest thing that has ever happened to him.
How scary was this? Honestly, I would say this is number 1, the most scariest thing in my life. Yep.
Yep.
Hands down.
Okay, can you please just hurry? Okay, thank you. Shoot.
Factory worker Kama Kaylee recently moved from his home country of Greenland to live and work in Denmark. But little did he know that the apartment he moved into had a horribly dark past. 7 years ago, a 49-year-old man was brutally attacked and lost his life right outside the apartment's front door. After Kama moves in, he begins to notice his things moving and falling to the floor for no reason. He hears the creepy sound of someone knocking on his door, and doors inside the apartment slam shut for no reason. One afternoon, Kama hears strange sounds coming from somewhere inside his apartment. He pulls out his phone and starts to record as he tries to find the source of the odd noises. But then, this happens. Kama gets a good jump scare as a door slams shut right in front of him. And, it seems to literally scare a fart right out of him. But now, this is where the fun ends and things start to get really dark. Because another day, not long after sunset, the eerie activity in the apartment starts up once again. Now, Kama is a bit scared, but once again, he takes out his phone to try to record proof of the creepy activity in his apartment. What happens next is truly creepy.
Bitcoin is making a move to the down. I just lost a bunch of money. This dip. Fine, just like 100 or something. 150. If we continue to dip though, it's gonna get ugly, so I just put a little bit more margin in there so I don't get liquidated.
A cupboard door opens by itself and Kama's helmet slides across the floor. Later that night, Kama decides to live stream from his apartment. He says that he's having trouble sleeping because he keeps hearing things moving and falling to the floor over in the next room. What happens next, live on camera, is downright chilling.
Nani? Also, they're blurring out the TikTok logo. So the black box before maybe also was TikTok. I'm gonna try and stream on TikTok too, but so stupid in Germany, like I need a VPN I think. Excuse me. I haven't had a hiccup in months, dude, what the fuck? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Yo, Taylor, what's up, man? He looks cooked, yeah? How are you doing, dude? Hope you're doing well.
Caught live on stream, Kama hears the sounds of his belongings falling to the floor in the other room. But when he goes to investigate, the drawers of a small cupboard slide open on their own. Kama's had enough and runs down the stairs and out of the building. But when he looks up at his apartment window, he is shocked to see someone or something standing inside his apartment, seemingly looking right down at him. So with everything that has happened, could Kama's apartment actually be haunted by the restless ghost of the man whose life was taken there? Let me know what you think. Just a quick side note, but Greenlandic is only spoken by around 57,000 people in the entire world. So a huge thank you to Nuke's top 5 viewer Wilhelm for translating The Midnight Whisper.
Oh, that was Greenlandic.
After his family have all went to bed, he suddenly smells a strange odor coming from the living room, and he suspects that one of the family pets might have urinated on the floor. But as Mike begins searching for the telltale puddle, something scares the absolute out of him.
I'd be scared stepping on a Lego here. Okay, look at the animals. They don't seem phased too much.
Voice seems to whisper, Mike.
Because they would be on alert, right? He started the animals himself.
Stairs, leaving his dog and his concerned little kitten in the background to wonder what the hell just happened. Now, Mike says that he lives in an old 1850s house near the coast of Herring Cove, Canada. It has a slight bit of dark history, but he says that he's never experienced anything remotely paranormal before this night. In fact, Mike has never even made a single post about anything supernatural until this strange incident that literally sent him running. Followed home. Back in 2015, Candace Gardner and her husband attended a Halloween party at an abandoned and allegedly haunted prison with a dark history. It was a huge mistake. Candace says that the entire night at the party she felt like something was watching her. And ever since that night, strange things have been happening in Candace's home. She now believes that a malicious entity might have followed her home from the old prison. A dark spirit that intends to harm her and her family. Soon after the prison trip, Candace begins to experience unexplained activity in her home. Lights flicker on and off at night while Candace and her husband sleep. Doors in the house open and close on their own. But scariest of all, the spirit begins to aggressively throw objects at Candace.
Oh damn. What the fuck?
And these frightening incidents continue to escalate, as it seems that the entity wants to seriously hurt Candace.
What?
While Candace is sleeping, she starts to wake up to painful, violent attacks.
That was she flinging it, dude.
Roughly grabbing or pulling at her. And she says she caught proof. So late one night, Candace and her husband fall asleep while watching TV on the couch. As the couple sleeps, a CCTV camera in the room captures something absolutely horrifying.
Okay, as if someone is holding her leg. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Candace's leg appears to get grabbed and twisted painfully into the air by an invisible force. She wakes up in a panic and screams for her husband to help her.
Wow, that does look real, right?
Just grab her leg and pull it back. Eventually, he manages to free Candace's leg.
Just why would they pay him?
Whatever is pulling on it. But poor Candace is left sobbing in pain and fear. Now, I have to say that after watching this footage and hearing Candace's desperate pleas for help, this video is very compelling. But do you believe that a dark entity followed Candace home from the prison and is now violently haunting her home? Let me know what you think. As for Candace, she says that her family still experiences terrifying paranormal events to this day.
The fuck is this knife, dude? What the fuck?
Popular Chinese ghost hunter Xiaolong is back. This time investigating an abandoned school in China that is said to
Yo, I hear he got in like very big trouble with authorities.
be
I
extremely
wanna know the
haunted.
update.
As his live stream audience watches, Xiaolong begins to hear unexplained noises from somewhere in the building. He's a little on edge as he goes to check out the strange
He's
sounds.
always on edge.
What happens next is... just watch.
听见没？开回音呢。
He pissed himself, dude. I would too.
Xiaolong gets the fright of his life because of a plastic statue head. But luckily, Xiaolong delivers a good old-fashioned slap upside the head to put that statue back in line.
I mean, the positioning, like, what the
Things are
fuck?
about to get a bit more serious and a bit more frightening. As Xiaolong explores deeper into the haunted school, this happens.
我叫你玩儿，操你妈！我叫你玩儿。我操！
What the fuck?
我操！我去你妈！
A small ball inside a classroom rolls across the floor by itself, so Xiaolong chucks it out a window. But then the lights hanging from the ceiling come crashing down, almost hitting Xiaolong. Now luckily the ghost hunter made it out safe, but he's not done just
There
yet.
must have been a wind. The window was
Inside
open,
one
right?
of the school's many rooms, he finds a dirty old mirror. And this is when his exploration takes a terrifying
I believe we watched this one as well. Monk eyes, dude.
我操你妈！我操你妈！好像是在这嘎达。我去你妈逼！我操！我操！ 我操你妈！你妈了个逼！我操你妈呀！操你妈！你哪里来了？ 我操！
In the mirror's reflection, someone can be seen standing behind Xiaolong. But when he swings around in terror, there's no one there. After an attempt at kicking and flailing at the invisible entity, Xiaolong finds that the reflection of the figure has disappeared. But now he spots a shadowy face peeking in from a window, and the heavy closet comes crashing down right in front of him. The activity is becoming a little too intense, so Xiaolong decides to leave and ends his live stream. You can see even more terrifying moments from this ghost hunt over on the YouTube channel, Outdoor Xiaolong. It comes out in the wash. Popular Saudi Arabian explorer Jassim is back on another exploration to find and capture evidence of the paranormal. This time Jassim investigates a long-abandoned apartment complex. Eerily enough, he finds evidence that a child once lived here.
صورة أطفال. Where are you?
For unknown reasons, old black and white photos of a young girl have been taped to the wall in one of the many abandoned rooms. Now these seem completely out of place in the old decrepit building. Then, nearby, Jassim finds a creepy drawing of the popular children's cartoon, Scooby-Doo. And this is when things start to get really weird, because Jassim starts to hear strange, unexplained sounds.
في حد؟ Anyone here? في أحد?
The explorer hears the sounds of someone or something moving around inside the building, seemingly close by. Jassim eventually finds a small courtyard, and what happens next is absolutely terrifying.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Yeah.
As Jassim walks by old towels hung on a clothesline, he sees the terrifying pale face of a child with pitch black eyes peeking back at him.
That's so fake,
Terrified,
dude.
Jassim jumps back, but whoever or whatever it was has disappeared. So could this be the ghost of a child? Perhaps even the little girl from the photos he found earlier. Could this be the sinister entity of a jinn appearing as a child? Or is this just really good effects and a very elaborate hoax? I leave it up to you.
I think
to
so.
decide. Hiding under the bed. In another creepy video shared to TikTok without a source, a man is woken up in the middle of the night by a strange thumping sound coming from under his bed. What happens next is absolutely horrifying.
Escucho algo debajo de la cama.
The man looks under his
Bro,
bed and sees
what the
nothing
fuck?
that could explain the mysterious thumping. But then a horrific thing comes sliding out from under his bed.
Okay,
and the video
dude.
cuts. Now, I'm in no way claiming that this video is real, but it is definitely very creepy. And real or not, I'll
So well
leave that
done.
for you to decide. Unstable. This next strange video was recorded by a CCTV camera in a horse stable, but the location of the stable and the original source of the footage are unknown. The video shows a horse in its stall, relaxed and peaceful. But around 2:39 a.m., there's an odd dark flash across the CCTV camera, and then all hell breaks loose.
What the fuck? He got scared.
Something unknown disturbs the horse so much that it panics and actually breaks right through its stall. But that's not all, because as the horse roams loose in the stable, what happens next is truly bizarre.
What's this sound? Is it the horse? He got stuck halfway.
The horse lingers at a different stall, disturbing one of the other horses as it kicks and makes panic noises. The horse then seems to angrily attempt to leap over into the other stall with that horse. The stable owner says that this incident is one of the weirdest things he's ever experienced with one of his horses. Now, this video was shared to TikTok, and comments mentioned that the culprit might be Jen, as apparently it is said that Jens will often torment horses. And there was also that odd dark flicker in the camera footage. So, paranormal or not? Really, without a source, we'll never know what happened here. And maybe this horse just randomly lost its damn mind. The passenger. Taxi driver Jarek from Baguio, Philippines is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the side of the road who needs a lift. What happens next is something he'll never forget.
Saan po kayo, ma'am? Scott Barrio? Sige pa. Wala. Diyos ko po. Wala.
What happened? She was in his car or what?
Ay, wala. Multo yung nasakay ko. Diyos ko. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina, pero bakit nawala? Scout Barrio sabi. May sumakay kanina, wala.
It's raining and dark outside.
We can see the taxi door open and close, and Jarek swears a woman wearing a long white and purple dress stepped into his taxi, requesting to be taken to Scout Barrio, a neighborhood in the city. After a short drive, he looks into his rearview mirror to discover that there's no woman in his car.
Was he high or something?
She has disappeared. He's baffled and looks around the back seat in startled disbelief. Jarek says he was tired and never got a good look at the woman's face, but he's certain a woman got in his car. So could it be that Jarek gave a taxi ride to a spirit? Or just what do you think was happening here?
Oh wow, that's it already. Okay. Already 1.5 hours, dude. Oh my god, I'm so tired, guys. I'm too tired to eat, and I'm hungry. Oh, what a day. At least got a little bit of something else on my mind for a few minutes. It was well worth it. Alrighty, guys. We will come back next time and watch something else. And we're gonna work out on Friday and stuff. Yo, thanks for hanging out. This was kind of spooky. The first ones were the better ones. Afterwards, they became better, but because they were more fake, right? I swear. Alright. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you next time. GG. Thank you, boy.